Hello and welcome back to the Bundesliga Lad YouTube channel. Second video on the channel. The first one went down pretty well, I think. Big thank you to everyone that has liked, that has shared the video, the views, the comments. They mean a lot to me, and it feels good to see that you guys have enjoyed it. I know the editing in that first video was pretty terrible, but I'm glad you guys have enjoyed it, stuck with it. Hopefully this will be edited better than the first video. But yeah, thank you very much for watching that first video and sharing it about. Let's get straight into this. We're back on this grind, and this week is going to be a tier list. I know it's not quite the big breakdown that I did last week, but it is a tier list, and we're going to be ranking the home kits. Excuse me. We're going to be ranking the home kits for each Bundesliga team for this upcoming season. So we're going to be ranking each of the home kits for the 23-24 Bundesliga season. Now, there's only 17 that have been officially released, and the only one that hasn't is Union Berlin. So as of recording this, it is Thursday while I'm recording this. If they've released it after I've recorded this, then I will put it in at the end, put it into the tier list where I would put it at the end. But yeah, we're just going to roll in with the 17 out of 18 clubs. And yeah, let's go straight into it. And here we are. We've got the tier list up, and yeah, you can see the kits down at the bottom here, and we'll just quickly run through the tiers. Goes hard at the very top, self-explanatory. That's the top tier kits where, yeah, it just goes unbelievably hard. I'd rock it. A shirt like this goes hard. Yeah, top tier kits go in the top tier. Clean are the kits that are really nice, but are just not quite the top tier level kits. Self-explanatory. All right, again, self-explanatory. It's just all right. It's a nice kit. It's not anything amazing, and it's not anything terrible. So it's all right. Then we got meh, which is just meh. It's kits that aren't quite my taste. Then they'll go in meh. So we'll go from left to right, I think. We'll start with Hoffenheim and then end with Wolfsburg. Oh, God, the voice there. We'll start with Hoffenheim and end with Wolfsburg. So yeah, let's do exactly that. Start with TSG Hoffenheim. Their kit is a bit more of a darker blue compared to last season, where it was sort of a gradient, if I remember correctly. It was a gradient of a kit from like a light blue to a darker blue. I might be remembering that wrong. But for this kit, there's like a weird like pattern to it. I'm not quite sure what it is. It kind of reminds me of like the oil stains on the road. But on the kit, it does look quite nice. I kind of like it. It's a nice kit. And for that reason, I'm gonna put it. Oh, it's in between these two. Ooh, first one. We're gonna go all right. We're gonna go all right for the first one, but it's a tough call. And then second of all, we've got Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now I've got the kits on my phone down here, so if I keep looking down, then I'm looking down on my phone to see the kits better, because you can't really see them from where I am on here. But yeah, Borussia Mönchengladbach. The collar is brilliant. I will say this now. Puma have done a good job with their kit, because it's a very simple, sleek, clean kit. I particularly like the ends of the sleeves with the green, the white, and the black stripes. Looks very, very clean. Is it quite goes hard? It might be, but for now I'm going to leave it in clean, because it is a very, very nice kit. And the collar as well makes it very, very nice. For now, it can go in clean for now. Next up is Bochum, and I'm just looking at it down here, the badge color has sort of merged with the kit color, because normally the badge is a little bit more blue compared to the kit color. But on the kit for this season, the badge is the same color actually, which is quite cool actually. I don't actually recognize the kit manufacturer, but they've done an alright job. It's a nice kit. It's not a meh, definitely not a meh. It's between these two. I think I'm going to leave it in alright. For now, I'm going to leave it in alright. Then we'll move on to my team, my boys, Borussia Dortmund. The special thing about this one, obviously we've got the Puma kit up here with Gladbach. But for Dortmund, their Puma kit is a bit different because this is a fan-designed kit. It was designed by a bloke called Timo, that I remember. Yeah, it's a nice design. It works nicely with the shorts, the all black shorts. The stadium design feature is nice. It's just ruined by that 1-on-1 logo, or 1-1 logo in the middle. You can see like just the outer edges of the 1-1 logo just making its way onto the design. Yeah, doesn't quite make it top tier for me. But it is still a very nice kit, a very nice touch as well from Puma to let the fans choose, let the fans design it, let the fans choose the kit. Yeah, it's an alright kit. We'll put it in alright next to the Ruhr Valley neighbours, Bochum. Then we've got the Rekordmeister FC Bayern München. Now I'm just going to put it straight away in meh, because for me it's not quite a Bayern kit. It doesn't feel like a proper Bayern Munich jersey, because I'm so used to seeing Bayern dominate in red, just like a complete red kit. White could be their away kit sometimes, with hints of red there. But this season, for this upcoming season, it's more white with the red shoulders. Yeah, it's not quite for me, because it's just a big contrast from what I'm usually seeing from a Bayern kit. So we're going to leave it in meh. Right, the first of the newly promoted teams now. We've got 1. FC Heidenheim. And again, it's another contrast to what they usually run with. First season in the Bundesliga, make it a memorable one if you are Heidenheim. And they've gone with a full red kit with a diamond type pattern being the pattern all over the kit, with a white collar. Usually they incorporate all three of the club's colours, white, red and blue. Like last season it was a blue and red striped kit with a white collar. But this season they haven't gone with any blue on the home kit. The away kit is a dark blue, mainly dark blue, navy blue with red and blue stripes. That's a nice kit. I quite like their away kit. But the home kit, it's a bit meh. I'll give it meh. Next up on the docket, we've got 1. FC Köln. Now, another all-white kit. Last season they had a white kit with like a red diagonal, similar to this Wolfsburg one. Just imagine that was all white and then red down here. I think it was a little bit higher up on the Köln kit. This time they've just reverted to plain white, and it looks clean. It looks simple, clean, classy. Similar to that of Gladbach's, it's clean. It's just nice. It's simple, but it works. So for that reason, the bitter rivals are going next to each other. Köln and Gladbach in the clean tier. Next up is another one of Köln's rivals, as I mentioned in the last video, if you can call them rivals. Bayer Leverkusen. So obviously Köln don't really care about them, but Leverkusen, this is their derby. Bayer Leverkusen, their kit was inspired by the Bayer Kreuz, the Bayer cross on their badge, all over the city of Leverkusen. Of course, the Bayer company has a big role in Leverkusen, so the cross on the shirt pays homage to that. And for me, maybe controversial, but it goes hard. It really does. And the one thing that makes it top tier for me is the logo. The Leverkusen logo, they've blacked it out and then they've highlighted everything, like the key parts of the badge in red. And when you get the close-ups, I'm sure images are on screen right now, but when you get the close-ups of the kit, the badge is like shining, which is a really, really nice kit. It really is. Complete black. The Barmenia is a big, bold sponsor. I mean, what more can you say? It is a brilliant, brilliant kit. I really like it, and it goes hard. Next up, we've got FSV Mainz, and the checkerboard design is standard for Mainz, really. It's very Croatia-y. Whenever I think of the checkerboard, I always think of Croatia, and Croatia never fails to disappoint with a checkerboard kit. And Mainz, it's an alright kit. It's simple as it's an alright kit. Another red and white kit now with Sportclub Freiburg, and this might be controversial, but I don't really like it. I'm putting it in meh because it's a bit of an eyesore for me. Looks like the kit is like broken glass. It's a bit of a painful one for the eyes, I think. And when you look at it from behind as well, it's just like where the kit number is going to be. It's completely solid red, and then right at the bottom, the design carries on again. Not too sure about that one. So yeah, I think meh is a good place for it. Then we move on to Eintracht Frankfurt, and last season they had 3 very simple kits. They were simple, but they were very effective. You had the all white, or the white shirt for the home kit, the black shirt for the away kit, the red shirt for the third kit, so that's Champions League. They were very, very clean. This season, they've gone with black and red for their home kit. So the diagonal stripes. Looks alright. Yeah, again, it looks alright, but it feels very Bayer Leverkusen-y, I think is a good word to describe it. It's quite Bayer Leverkusen-y with the red and black stripes. But obviously it is Frankfurt's colours, and it does look alright. So we'll put it there. Alright. Let's move on to the second newly promoted side, SV Darmstadt 98. And their kits have always been blue, despite the fact their nickname is the Lilies. I don't know if that has anything to do with the colour, but Darmstadt, it's a blue kit. The badge is interesting because it's not their usual Darmstadt logo. It's just a simple fleur-de-lis, which looks quite nice. But the other thing that's not quite doing it for me is these bits over the shoulders, right, where the sleeves separate from the main jersey. I think it goes all the way down the side of the kit. It's a bit, no, I'm not too sure on that one. It's between all right and meh for me, and I think I'm gonna go meh because it does ruin it a fair bit. That the sleeve to shirt cut off point, yeah, not a big fan. Again, not a big fan of this kit either. Werder Bremen, that can go straight into meh. I am not a big fan of this kit. The stripes are just too much for me. Like the left side in particular of this kit, on the lighter side, it's a bit of an eyesore for me. I'm not a huge fan of the kit. I mean, it might look good on the players, but for me it just hurts my eyes. I'm not a huge fan of it, so it will go in meh, unfortunately. Moving on then to Augsburg, FC Augsburg, and they've switched it up completely. Instead of going with red as their primary colour from last season's home kit, they are going on the white front. Mainly white, and then you have the band of red and the band of green straight down the middle, which to me looks quite nice. Incorporating all of Augsburg's colours, as a kit should usually do. And it looks very clean. Is that the same? I think it's the same kit sponsor as Bochum for Augsburg. But yeah, it's a very nice kit. I like it a lot. And I think on the close-ups, when they're on screen, there's like a nice detail on the shirt itself, with it's like an embossed lines which look quite nice in the light as well. So for that reason, it can go up into clean. Then we have VfB Stuttgart. The main thing that's bugging me about this Stuttgart kit is the fact that the Stuttgart logo goes over the top of that red band that's going across the upper torso. That's it's not really for me. I feel like if you are going to go with that sort of style, the badge shouldn't go over the top of it. Realistically, the badge should be over here on the left side of the kit. But they've gone with a different approach. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. But that's really the only thing that's ruining it for me, because the dots that you can see, like the mini lines, they are in the shape of the Stuttgart badge, which is quite nice actually. I couldn't tell what it was initially, but it is quite nice. But that red band is really doing it for me. It's not good. It's not big enough to go into all right. It's just gonna have to sit in meh for now. And finally, VfL Wolfsburg. Yeah, it's an interesting statement, because as I said before, it's like the Köln kit from last season, where they have their two main colors, the light green and the white, with a diagonal slit at the bottom for the colors. I'm not sure if I like the design of like the paint flying off of it. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of it. Can I get it up on my phone here? Yeah, it looks like it. Is that paint? It's a bit hard to tell what that is. But either way, it kind of looks glitching, which is a bit weird. If it was just a clean, if it was just full lime green, like their usual color, that would be really nice. That could go up here. But it's gonna have to go into meh, unfortunately. But yeah, that is the tier list. Is there anything I'd like to change from this? I feel like I should put. I think Hoffenheim. I think I'll put Hoffenheim into all right. Lagged a little bit there. I think I'm gonna put Hoffenheim into from all right to clean, because I do like that Hoffenheim kit a lot. Apart from that, I don't think there's any other changes I'd make. I think. Heidenheim. Is that an all right kit? Yeah, it is. It's an all right kit. Yeah, I back it. It's an all right kit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take my hand off the mouse and leave that there. I think that is where my tier list will finish. So you've got Bayer Leverkusen as the only entry into Goes Hard. Gladbach are very, very close. It's very, very tight. But I think I'll leave them in clean, along with Köln, Augsburg and Hoffenheim. Then the all right tier, you've got Bochum, Dortmund, Mainz, Frankfurt and Heidenheim. Then you've got the meh tier with Bayern, Freiburg, Darmstadt, Werder Bremen, Stuttgart and Wolfsburg. So that's going to be the tier list done. If you want to do the tier list for yourself, there's a link in the description. My Twitter is also in the description. And speaking of my Twitter, I did say on my Twitter that I was thinking of a random player, a random Bundesliga player in my head. And if anyone guessed who it was, they'll get a shout out. Now, for the first hour, no one got it, so I had to give them a clue. And we went with a player who finished in the top 5 in the Bundesliga last season. His club finished in the top 5 in the Bundesliga last season. And the player I was thinking of was Union Berlin's right wing back, Josip Juranovic, aka Fireball. That was the player I was thinking of. And the very first person that got it is this guy on the screen. Display name, I remember if it was a Saudi Arabia flag. I don't know if he's changed it since then. But yep, you sir were the first person to get Josip Juranovic. So shout outs to you. His Twitter is in the description as well. Follow him, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, the link to the tier list is also down there. But yeah, that'll do it from me, the Bundesliga lad. Let me know what you think of the tier list in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications, do everything that is down there in the description box. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.